from 0FXB. Welcome back to my Mazzy walk. She's miles away. We're in the southwest today, right by the coast, but not where all the fish and chip shops and ice cream parlours are. This is more natural. Now this bit's interesting because it was sort of used in the war days, and you can see why, because it goes right out to the ocean. So a lot of history here, World War II of course, and World War I and other battles. So some fencing up there, some barbed wire. Just a quick one here, because I get people quite often asking me why don't I do many videos on checking the harmonics of radios, because obviously I could do loads. I could do one a day, couldn't I? And I do feel that radios should be tested and harmonic results should be sent to the manufacturers. I do, but I don't like the thought of making lots of videos when a radio really isn't finished, because we know that China radios don't come out finished. They rely on hams to give feedback, constructive feedback, even if it's not very good. Sometimes they have to change the hardware, and they rely on us to sort of beta test. They sell it cheap, because don't forget the cost of building firmware on a radio is really expensive. So if they can rely on hams to check all the little things and then redo the firmware, redo the CPS, it makes the device a lot cheaper, yeah. And that's the whole point here. Everyone's saving money, and I don't do it because I don't want to rip into Zygo, Radioddity, and Bofeng, and who else? I'm trying to think of the budget, Quansheng. I've seen some really nasty ripping into, taking the mick out of some of these companies. I mean, these people are human beings. Then they want to be nice, good business people. The amount of interaction I get, and it's not just with China companies. I get really good interaction in the UK. I get good interaction in the USA. You know, USA are amazing, their customer service, and you know, in other parts of the world, there's not a problem. You know, not a problem with. It's not really about what country they live in. I don't think you should ever judge someone just because their land is different than ours. But anyway, I don't want to rip in, because this is their business. I don't want to affect their business in a derogatory way. If I make a video that really slates a radio, it will actually affect their business. And these people are trying to make a living so they can feed their families and their kids. So what I want to do is I want to do a constructive analysis of a radio, especially if I've got the equipment. Then email them direct, give them a chance to do the firmware. This is the main thing, give them a chance to do the firmware. I mean, some of the videos I've seen on the Yaesu FTX1, I think it's disgusting treatment of Yaesu. You know the amount of people that are now just repeating, oh, they should finish their radios. There's never been a ham radio made ever that on day one of release didn't have bugs. Not one, yeah? And so, if you're one of these people that have taken this opportunity to slate Yaesu, well, you're going to slate Kenwood as well, are you? And ICOM, and every other Aircraft, and who all bring out firmware. Some of the top-end brands that people rave on about, they've all got problems, every one of them. And that's because we're the people that are using those sets, yeah? We're using them. We spot the little bugs. If there's 10,000 functions on a radio, we're spotting things, silly things, like, for example, Yaesu, it didn't show up when you used the Optima, that there was 2 antenna connectors, and there's a little bug there. Just silly things, like you might close something else down, it might just freeze up. Something freezes up, yeah? Look at that for a view, let me show you. You got my wife down here, one of my 17-year-old daughter there, and there's my wife there. Really see her that often, out and about, and together nearly 30 years and 6 kids, 2 grandkids. So what my point is that, of course I care about harmonics. There's no way I want to transmit on a radio that's got bad harmonics. I am responsible about that, but I'm not going to use it to get extra YouTube views. I'm not going to use it to slate a company. I definitely, some videos that I've seen, I am embarrassed that they have been made, because these China companies, they have the best intentions. Why do they have the best intentions? Look at that. because it's their business. If they look after their customers, if they upgrade their products, improve their products, improve the hardware, the firmware, the software, they make more money. What do they do with their money? They pay their rent. They pay their mortgage, just like us. They buy food, put on the table. When you slate them and they lose loads and loads of savings. You know? I mean, anyway, 7.3, look at that for a view. Look at that, you don't see that very often, do you? One more. Anyway. You like to find stones with holes in them. Why not? As long as you get an antenna in it, it's sorted. Bye for now.